and I am now at 470 subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing. And welcome, and for those who are new here, welcome to the channel. This is a Mechanicus playthrough episode, but I do tabletop and video game content, as well as cosplay. There's about to be a whole lot of it next week. Cosplay, that is. Anyway, let's get on with the game. So, I've got essentially very little I can actually do before having to deal with the boss fight down here, but let's level up a servitor, shall we? What do we want to do? I mean, both of them's going to be hard. I might have been a bit quiet there because I had the volume down. Let's see, let's do wargames. So, okay then. What's the actual briefing? Subdomina Kepra reports a strange chamber in the tomb of Nefertisk, containing a scale model of the tomb complex. Locate and capture the chamber so its contents can be used to map the tombs more accurately. Now, let's just one of those, and I might grab one of those. Actually, let's chuck a Castellan in there, pretty tough. I have just received a strange report from our Skitari units in the tomb of Nefertisk. It might be worth your attention, Magos. Lord Nefertisk, it seems, was eager to commemorate his achievement in building the tomb complex. Previous mission data suggests Lord Nefertisk was greatly enamored with memorializing himself. One of the inner chambers contains what looks like a scale model of the whole tomb valley. All the structures rendered in miniature. It's quite the thing. If such an object were captured, it could be invaluable in planning the exploration of the tombs. Ascertaining its purpose might also provide useful intelligence. It represents a conundrum that causes my emotional cores to return some curiosity. Now, my hardware, as you can hear, is heating up, and it's going to get louder because, for some reason, the tactical map is graphically demanding, but the rest of the game not so much. I wonder if the Necrons had any use for this model beyond simply reminding themselves of Nefertisk's genius. Such miniature recreations are sometimes used for strategic training exercises. Their use is considered obsolete in the Adeptus Mechanicus. Sleep-taught tactical protocols and battle prayer sermons are far more effective. In any case, I've plotted a route to the chamber. Though the Necrons have recaptured much of the area from our Skitari, perhaps they're using the model to plan their counterattacks. It shall be beyond their use soon. Pardon me. It shall be beyond their use, Subdomina. Oh no, shall soon be beyond theirs. If it cannot be captured for our use, the application of explosives represents a logical, suitable solution. Indeed. When in doubt, demolish. Still, that feels wasteful. Well, let's go to the first fight. Okay, we've got this map again. We had this map yesterday. then, so I need to make sure I have at least close range to that. Now stick you down here, you there. I might just make sure that you're there. As with the end of last mission, I've taken off the stealth devices because we're so late in the campaign that we're nearly at the final battle. So I know the stealth devices are pretty useless in the final battle because the Necron Lord's just like, oh, you're hiding from me, are you? Eh, I don't care. Now, let's grab cognition. Now I'm deliberately trying to not use his main weapons because his main weapons are actually pretty potent. But I don't think I have much of an option, so let's first grab some cognition. And then go smack. I suspect the moment I take out the second one, the platforms will rise. That's usually how it works. Now, you're also the cognition grabber, but you're the troop coordinator. It's a shame I wasn't able to give you the summon troops ability. Yep, as I thought. The moment I interact with the second one, bam, these guys show up. We got all four? No, just these three. Just these two. Cool. Now, you've only got Volkite, so let's first take the shot at him. Now, let's just smash the console. So a goal with this series was to be able to actually platinum the game before the sequel came out. Now originally I was expecting the sequel at the beginning of November, or, you know, pre-ordered during November, but like, it's the 29th now. Or 30th, depending on what time zone you're in, so, yeah. It's like, how's that going for us? Now, I can probably... actually, I physically can hit all three of them. I just have to be a little creative. Push him back. Okay, move to here. Because I know you've got the plasmas. It's like, when in doubt, plasma the heck out of the enemy. Because plasma. Two of them down immediately. Admittedly, that did eat a lot of cognition. But that's something I can fix. I can overlook. I still find it ridiculous that the game doesn't count plasma weapons as having AoE, or any of the other weapons that draw a line. And sure, it's not technically an area, but still. Oh well, if the game doesn't count it as it, I will use it. The only exception to that is if I end up doing a pistols run. I want to do a pistols run, but like reliably being able to get just the pistols is not reliable. Be fun though. Or torturers, one of the two. Now, we can move you back. Okay, let's take a prayer of damage. Now, because I know how we can see how little health the destroyer has, but how much health has this immortal got? Oh, well, that's going to be a problem. Let's open up on him. How much health has he got? 11? You know what? Let's get into damage, into melee range with him. This will do a good chunk of his health. Let's just further do more damage to him. Let's move closer so as that we will deal his damage. Actually, I'll save that for next turn. That's not getting back up for a while. So, I still have mixed feelings about Mechanicus 1. Not Mechanicus 1, Mechanicus 2. Mechanicus 1 I love. But like, the demo really shows you how different it is from the first game, and not all of those differences are a good thing. Like the demo for the tutorial and demo for Mechanicus 1 showed you the customization of tech priests. Okay, what's this chamber got? The chamber head contains not the model of the tomb complex the cohort seeks, but a large relief map of a section of the ground rendered in great detail. It appears to be covered in depictions of ruins and barricades. Oh, I'd hope that might give us cognition, but oh wait, we've got cognition. The chamber ahead is a workshop of sorts. On a bench, polished steel. Pardon me, I hope that the mute button actually worked that time. Because, yeah, my throat has been grumpy last night and is grumpy tonight. Oh well. We will endure. The flesh is weak, but deeds endure. The chamber ahead is a workshop of sorts. On a bench of polished steel stands a half-constructed miniature version of a huge, elaborate building, resembling a palace in blocky, obscure Necron fashion. It is a creation of Nefertus. It is a creation Nefertus hopes to build for real. Oh no. Is it a creation creation Nefertiti hopes to build for real, or once the dynasty of Silver Tenebrous has fully awoken. Let's recover what we can. Yeah, comparing Mechanicus 1 and 2, the tutorials for them, where Mechanicus 1 shows off some of the customization, Mechanicus 2 shows you are locked to, you have certain characters. You get one tech priest with a preset loadout and a number of troops. And troops don't seem to cost cognition to deploy, which is a good change. But at the same time, you were limited to just 5 of them. Better suited on the side, actually. No, let's just put you at the front. Turret can't target anything. We have full cognition. He's going to be a problem that I'll deal with soon. But first he is going to fire on something, which is a problem. At least he targets the one with an energy shield. Ouch. It's like, now let's just run up and grab all the data we need. Yeah, let's just destroy the console. But because it's only the demo, I haven't, been able to play enough of Mechanicus 2 to be able to judge if it's better. Sorry about that. My throat is really playing up tonight. Okay, let's take this guy down a peg. Now let's head over to here and grab cognition, because we're going to need it. Now, know what? Yeah, let's go here. So I'll at least do some damage. At least I did some damage, but it's not much. But I get cognition out of the deal, which is good. Let's grab cognition from that. At least we got a full bar. Like, we've got 7 cognition capacity, which is a good thing. Now, if we got through that barricade. Beyond a threat. Okay, then let's just take the shot. And let's take a shot at him. Okay. So he's tough. That's fine, I've got enough energy weapons here to deal a lot of damage. Yeah, let's deal with the console before we deal with him. So let's just lower the alertness level somewhat. Because I should be able to deal with this deployment area in this many turns. Now I'm going to just run him over to there. That is also something I'm not a fan of with Mechanicus too. Movement distance is capped. Like, you can't just keep endlessly spending cognition and move, which I get that they've done that as a balance thing, but like, it also kind of sucks. At least I didn't have the camera trapped behind a wall. So that's a point in favour of Mechanicus too. Let's hit both. Wait a second, can he take all of them? Hey, you can hit both. Sweet. Yes! Now let's get into contact with that Necron. How much health has that Necron got? 9. Okay, you are going up here then. Yeah, I think we can do this. We can clear this in one round. Which is a good thing. It does mean draining out all cognition that I have, but oh well. I'm guessing that's one of the things they wanted to avoid, is people just turning a map. Now, I have never come across such a strange habit among Necrons. I cannot guess at what the purpose might be. I don't know what purpose the Necrons might have for these diminutive replicas. I shall have to think on a solution for this puzzle. A bizarre sight greets the cohort in this chamber. Hundreds of miniature Necron warriors, each no taller than a man's finger, and standing on dozens of shelves built into the walls. They are detailed enough to represent specific units and individuals among the Necron leadership. Probably could have stolen them, but oh well. Cognition is priority. Now, both of these are good options. So it was a choice between two good options for once. Now that is the shortest route. Okay, we are split up. An interesting choice. Okay, so let's first grab cognition. Then delete the console. Now I don't think the camera pushes out. Yeah, tonight might not have been a good night for me to live stream. My throat is giving me endless grief. But we're going to soldier on. Even if it's just for this mission. Actually, let's first walk between them and grab cognition. Now, you're the best one in melee, so let's do that. Oh, finally one with a that's weaker energy damage. Good. Not that it matters, there's two plasmas right there. Let's just run you back over to here and grab cognition. Oh, I thought I'd opened fire. Okay, I'll move there for a moment because I want to take on that console. Let's see. Yes, we destroy it. Good. Okay, let's just move here. Yeah, it's still worth trying to take out the heavy destroyer. Now let's grab cognition. Oh no, you have physical resistance. Too bad, because I'm still going to wipe you. I just need to not hit the tech priest behind you. Now, it's still a better idea to hit this one in melee. Let's get rid of him. Okay, then let's collect the cognition from the one down here. Now you're gonna... Oh, it's this one that moves. Cool. Eh. Yeah, it's probably worth coming over there and just grabbing and standing next to that. So, tink, 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 tink. Almost thought we were done there, but no. Just for some reason my brain was like, hey, we beat them. It's like, no, there's still one left. One who is about to not be standing. Actually, I can probably wipe him in melee. And there we go. Got a plentiful amount of blackstone and eliminated a whole lot of necrons. And eliminated a good amount of the alertness level. Good times. All xenoswarms purged and alertness -5. We're back to 0. Nice. Nothing? Okay then. Now it's time to fight more Xenos. Now this map is fun. A shield generator needs to be at the front. I need to have the physical shielders behind, just so that they don't get wiped. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Oh boy, he can't do much. Let's just move to there. I'll bring up the heavy weapons ones in a moment. Oh, at least I'm not going to destroy that console. Jeez, that thing's tough. Some might say unpleasantly so. Alright, this is a one-shot pistol. Yeah, let's open up on that. This is so hot. This is in the console. I'll get it repaired at some point after this playthrough series. Let's just have a shot on here. Oh, no wonder we're not doing anything. Not really doing much with that, am I? How tough is that thing? Let's just open up on it. And let's just open up on you again. Ha ha ha! We took out some of them. Okay, we nearly took him out too. Cool. At least that dealt with a fair bit of the retaliation fire possibility. Now, you can move up and do this. But yeah, the achievements I've got set for this run, as per the title, have the difficulty settings of no AoE, no cant, and what was the other one? Random leveling. So I can't choose what skills my tech priests have. The game does it for me at random, which makes for some interesting loadouts and skill spreads. But yeah, these are the last achievements I have before it gives me platinum for having them all, so yeah. Hence the run. But yeah, with how many Ultramarine characters there are, to the point that GW are now joking about there being protests for more Ultramarine models. Jeez, that was silly. An acceptable use of paid protesters. Jeez, look at the stat spread on the physical damage. Let's just... I haven't got enough for the Castellan, dang it. Run you straight into here. Let's grab that one. Let's just run him up to here. So I'm going to have to delete that Necron Immortal, because this mission wants me to have the console. So let's do that. Now, let's take the console. They can't get to bring out everyone. But yeah, now our objective is to get out of here. But there is no buts. I'm running him back over to here. Just tell me I didn't leave any tech priests on that side of the fence. Because if I did, they're not coming back. Okay. Oh, cute. I'm getting cognition from you. Because there's no point doing any kind of physical damage to him on purpose, because he'll just shrug it. Let's get to the cognition. Let's just do some damage to him. Oh dear. Ouch. Now, you were the troop coordinator. Got that. Got that. Okay then, and now it's time for you to attack that thing with everything you've got. 7. Goody. That's down. Let's take him out. Yay. But I'm not going to trust that he's going to stay down, so actually let's first grab cognition. Let's just run to there. Okay, so how much HP's that thing got? Enough that I can probably wipe it. Hopefully not enough to prevent me from annihilating it. Let's just smash that console. There we go. Let's continue the Imperium's trend of property damage. Okay, his other tool won't do anything. Let's just run in here. Blades that ignore armor are a useful thing. Okay, he's healed. Hopefully. Well, mostly. So, let's just take the shot and wipe him. That's got him down to low enough that he'll get wiped when he goes to move. So let's move this tech priest up to here. Now we just have to worry about the other Necrons. Oof. There goes the Skitari. That is the last thing that needs repairing. So, it's like, don't worry, Necrons, we are leaving. Let's just move everyone out. Grab cognition. Let's grab more cognition. That's why I have a tech priest equipped with that thing. Let's see him get wiped. Just delay him for a moment, because I want to get that Skitari out too. Cool, so you can stay there. Out. At least he can take it. Oh wow, we are the end of a round. Whoops. Let's just move you to there. Bye. Whoa, loud. The cohort locates the chamber with the scale model of the tomb complex. It is too large and elaborate to be transported out of the tomb, so they take a thorough picked record of its every detail. Nefertusk's reason for building it remains obscure, but the Adeptus Mechanicus now possesses a valuable guide to the full extent of the tombs of Silver Tenebris. We should be grateful that Nefertusk had such high opinion of his own skills. The Grand Architect's scale model has given us intelligence and about the exact tomb complex complex that would otherwise have cost us a good many lives to acquire. I return satisfaction from the fact that the arrogance of the Necrons may be the means by which it is defeated. More teachings of the Omnissiah? More an observation from experience. The enemy does not give much, so what he does give must be grabbed without hesitation. Yeah, that's a fair point. Oh, we lost the Skitari. Oh well. Now, that was a very profitable mission. You short of? You're short of a head, so let's try and give you a helmet or a hood. Come on, game, give us something. Yes, finally some armor. Finally a helmet for this tech priest. It's only been the entire playthrough, and only a few of them have any kind of headwear. Now, giving you the armor? Could have physical armor. Ah, that's giving you the energy armor. Well, you're the medic, so you're more likely to take range damage, so I'll keep you with that. Okay, you have a helmet, so you don't need to, I'm not worried about you. You also have a hood. You have a hood. You do too. And we're back where we started. So, who needs more? Let's see what we can get out of this. Maybe wise, we'll see. Now, where is it going to be? There! Okay, that gave us a piece of engine, seal war gear, and also gave us that. Nice! Okay, I can make this tech priest a bit more tanky. I will happily make tech priests tanky, thank you. But we don't have much in the way of potent war gear for you, so let us just, since you are fully maxed out on the energizer capacity, so that's engine, that's energizer, that's physical damage, that's not energy damage. Where's the tier 3? Finally got a tier 2. Oh well. It'll cost one, should not cost that much cognition to use. Is there another war gear I want to use? Now no one can actually be upgraded further. So, we're still at 96. Level 2, or do I want to... No, that can be retrieved by another team. Now, let's do here. Subdominant Kefris requests the destruction of an inscribed stele in the tomb of melb that depicts past victories of the Necrons. Locate the stele and demolish it. We'll have to deal with a fair bit of heavy resistance. Surveys of the tomb of melb are continuing, Magos. It seems melb was a key advisor to the Overlord of Silver Tenebris. This is providing an opportunity for the Skitari operating there. How so, Subdomina? One of melb's tasks seemed to be commemorating the victories of the Overlord. One stele in particular can be interpreted as a depiction of countless Necron victories over thousands of years. It does nothing for the morale to know the enemy has been winning wars since before there was a civilization on Terra. Controls, game. I am pressing thingo. I'm gonna just have to skip it because it was frozen. Sorry about that. I would have liked to have gone through that, but it was frozen up and I kept pressing to get it to continue, but it did not want to continue. Now, apologies on the hardware stream. These inscriptions could provide useful intelligence on the Necrons. For this reason, the risk to my tech priests of fighting on my way to their location... For this reason, the risk to my tech priests of fighting my way to their location is determined to be acceptable. Be that as it may, my Skitari will greatly appreciate it gone. I still retain enough emotional intelligence to gather your troops object to more of the steel's mere object to more than the steel's mere symbolic value to the Necrons. Why do you truly desire its destruction, Subdomina? There's something wrong with it. Very wrong. I'd say elaborate, but we're going to get to find out exactly what. So yeah, not really getting any decision making in the demo or is it just a demo or is it also a tutorial? Because it feels like the tutorial for the full game, but Mechanicus 2, you don't really get to choose in the tutorial where you go. Now that won't probably be the case in the main game, it's probably just for expediency in the tutorial. But we'll see. Have they announced the release date yet? We shall see. Yes. This is what that abomination is doing to our troops, Megos. They can't fight if they can't think straight. Nonsense, Subdomina. Grant the coward the excuse to retreat from the battlefield, and he will never fight again. Euphemism 731. Have these defectives put their resources back into the fight. The cohort comes across a unit of Skitari hunkered down in a side chamber. They are suffering from hallucinations. From the hallucinations brought about by proximity to the stele and claim to be combat ineffective. Now let's send them to the rear lines. My thanks, Megos. Logic might have dictated another course of action, but sometimes the best choice isn't the logical one. Yeah, I'd rather we didn't shoot them. And admonishing guys who are seeing things, and who are unable to rely on their eyes in a combat situation is not going to help. I find Steam's desire to constantly play videos to be insufferable. Stop it. Stop it, Steam. I am trying to find out the date. No, they still haven't updated the date. Ah, well. Okay, what have we got here? Decent collection of Necron warriors, but nothing too hard. My concern is shields coming up, because I see the shield projectors and I know this map. Jeez, they are laying into us. When's my turn? Okay then, so they've chosen their cover well. Let's just extract cognition. We're gonna need that cognition, I suspect. That did not do enough. Oh, okay, that'll do then. Now I'm going to run you over here and grab Blackstone. Okay. Now I'm going to destroy that computer because I want to, you know, reduce the alertness level. The closer to 0 I keep the alertness, the better. Given I'm at 96 on, and I'd rather, you know, not be at 100 in this episode. Probably get there next episode though. That did a decent amount of damage. You were closer to going down. Haha, we got rid of one. Good. The more of them we get rid of, the better. But you are in trouble. Let's get you to the medic so the medic can heal you at the start of his turn. I know you have your own medical tools. Cool, heal yourself then. Grab cognition for someone else. Okay, so the mission is very much destroy all enemies. Now I can get into here. Grab cognition. Let's just push him back. Now, go to the terminal, and then we are going to blow both the terminal and this warrior apart. Oh, that feels like a waste. No, that doesn't reach. Because it feels almost like a waste to use the plasma on him and the terminal. Oh well. When in doubt, let's annihilate. Let's just move in there so that you can be healed as well. Heal him. Let's take the shot at him. Oh goody, finally someone that will just go down easily. Or not. Surely. I thought that would have done the job. Oh well. Let's go and take on this one. All tech priests shall now do extra damage, just to be certain. That did 7. Now we be certain he's gone. Grab that cognition because you're going to need it to get back. Or not. Good. Let's get back onto the other side of the barrier and leave it to the last tech priest to finish the job. Let's finish him. Finish him. Is that going to be more Necrons? Thought we dealt with them. Oh, we didn't quite deal with them all. There's one down here. Cool, that's fine. I can deal with him. So of course I missed 1 or 2. Hopefully only 1. Conservation of cognition, or more retrieval of it. Now, let's move back to here. Well, at least that'll do something. Let's just drop the Castellan down, it'll do the job. Or not. That was hilariously useless. So alternatively, we just do this and just use the servo skulls to finish him. You don't have a servo skull available. Now, do you have? You don't have a servo skull available. He can't do anything, I hope. Yes, 1 damage. There are no civilians left on Silver Tenebris. This has to be a hallucination. Proceed with caution. Okay. Time to totally violate the Geneva Convention. Well, actually, no, not really. I mean, let's be real. It was a hallucination. The enemy and I believe using civilians as a shield is considered a war crime by most. I mean, I generally try and follow the war crimes convention, but I mean, at the same time, I'm a Sister of Battlefield girl. We use a weapon that violates it, namely the flamethrower. Let's grab the greens. I thought that one part was too easy. It's like, and then I remembered there is the rest of the map. Oh, it's this map. Now. As an alternative, let's try and get some kind of a bead on him. Let's use the same. Let's use the plasma cannon to, or is it plasma oh no, Calvarin. What is a Calvarin? You know what? I've got a browser open. Let's find out off screen. I was right to call it a cannon. It is a 16. A Calvarin is the main options I'm getting out of a dictionary appear to be option 1, a 16th or 17th century cannon with relatively long barrel for its bore. 2, a kind of handgun of the 15th and 16th century. So either way, it is a plasma cannon. Let's actually just go to combat with them, because then I can get the stats out of them. Ooh, that shield spread. Took more damage. He did. But he needs to be taken down a peg. Now I know there's a Xenorite one that is a lot more powerful. The good old Gauss Gamma pistol, but that thing is expensive to use. So I'll save championing it for the run dedicated to doing pistols. Not that I expect that run to last for very long, but we'll see. So yeah, I did have a different long form video planned today rather than a live stream, but the progress on the subject for that video is not up to the point that I can actually do the video yet. And I'll be honest, I might well push it so that I have a different video, have that video come during the coming week. But we'll see. Now, where is that foe? Oh, right there. Okay, never mind. Let's eliminate him. It's just like smack. Now, let's just eliminate you. At least nothing is called a Calvarin or Culverin cannon, because it is just named a cannon. And then we're in the same territory as the Space Wolves, naming everything Wolf, to the point that some things have multiple Wolf in their name. I'm trying to remember which ones exactly, but I do remember they exist. Okay then. Now, you are going up here and grabbing cognition. Oh. I just saw the enemies there. I was like, I'm sure there's enemies around there somewhere, and it's like, yep, in fact they are right there. Holy Emperor. No, let's not be right next to the lynch guard, thank you. I'd rather not be right next to the walking atrocity. Let's just deal some damage with that without it causing aggro. Or not. I thought he had the one that does damage. Oh well. Okay then. Is there any enemies hiding around this side? No. Why would I go to there when I can go here? Let's just go to here. Let's grab the cognition from behind you. This is still going to cost a lot to fire, but eat this. I have a personal disdain for Lynchguard, based on, you know, their ability to do that, and then, you know, their ability to just kind of treat your army as it's like they treat you're attacking them as a free movement phase, and then deal an awful lot of damage in retaliation. Now let's just get you in a melee with him. Because at least then I can grab cognition. Do some melee damage. And then return him to the tomb world. So return him to the tomb world in the sky. Now let's be certain we do damage to this Lynch Guard. Let's just see, do I have to move here? Yes I do. Okay. Smash him! Yee! Well, at least we're not going to be seeing him for a while. Like, until probably next deployment. Which will be a different episode. Take the shot. That did not do enough. That will do something. It's like I could fight him properly. But first, let's get to here and grab cognition. Certainly more than I'll get from completing the map. Because I need as much cognition as I can get on this in this game. It tends to be very helpful. Now, let's take him out in the most unceremonious way. Servo skull. Yay, we got the rest of the cognition. Okay, have we got a dialogue box option? Throne of Mars! The Steel's interference is getting worse. We have to reach it, Magos, before this starts happening throughout the whole tomb. One of the cohorts suddenly doubles over in the centre of the chamber. Moaning in pain, they wrench up a writhing metallic lump that splits into dozens of tiny Necron scarabs, which scuttle across the floor, and the sudden and violent infestation is horrific and disorientating. Yeah. Let's try and heal him. As the cohort attempt to administer neuroparalytics and prepare for Xenos extraction surgery, the scarabs disappear and the infested trooper returns to normal. The scarabs were hallucination brought on by proximity to the target stele. The trooper has avoided injury, and the strange influence of the stele is illustrated further. Any other spots on the map I gotta go? I'm not doing that. We've already had 2 fights, we don't need a third before this one. Eliminate enemies. Okay, this might be a problem on account of we're in here. On the plus side, this thing. So let's find someone who, yes, let's screw with the medic. Down to 9. I don't know, maybe down to 10. Let's attack him. Okay, he is going to be a pain. At least the Necrons can't do anything beyond walk closer, which is not a smart plan. Apart from for that one. That one, walking closer, it is doing its job. Now, let's just move you forwards. Grab cognition. Not cognition, Blackstone. Okay, that did not do it. Destroy the console. Let's get you back over to here. Now, do you have a line of sight from here? Yes, you in fact do. Good. If I'd realised that, Hey, we got rid of one. Nice. Okay. Okay, let's just move back over to here. Now, our plasma one should be here. No, our Volkite. Okay. I can still work with Volkite. I'm not able to get a line of sight on any enemies over there, am I? This might be a fool's errand, but let's set the shot. 1 damage. What a laughable total, hey? 1 damage. All that for a single scratch. It's probably a good thing I don't have a soundboard with various movie clip audios on it. Hey, more cognition. Clonk. Activate armor. Let's just immolate them a bit. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the lynch guard. Oh well. Now. What? Okay, I guess I'll do this then. Well, I did damage to one of them. So, I have run out of things to talk about. Funny enough, I'm not actually, like, while I'm a little salty about the fact GW are hard focused on the Ultramarines, I missed a lynch guard that I could have taken on from range. Oh well. I also am, like, GW has done stuff that annoys me, straight up. Like, at the same time, I don't have the same investment in heresy that some folk, in the Horus Heresy that some folks do, so, as a result, I'm not a vocal critic of Heresy 3, because I honestly did not know enough about Heresy 1 to... I did not actually end up playing any Heresy 1, and the rulebooks were kind of awkward to get hold of, so I didn't have any. Hey, dodges! Good. Now... let's just go through here, because I want to grab cognition. Wow, that lag. I love that we walk through the turrets though. Okay, let's take him out with the Volkite. Or at least do some serious damage to him with it. I can get close enough to take him down with that. Smack him against the wall. So we've got that sorted out. But yeah, one thing I kind of made the decision of a bit after 2020, or at least after 2019, was that I didn't want to do lots of rage content. Like, for those who were followers of the channel back in 2020 or earlier, you would have seen that back in 2019, prior to my overreaction to Copa that was brought on by the fact that Australia was burning, I was having to find somewhere to live and somewhere new to live, and the internet connection at my current place was really slow, and it resulted in me deleting most of my channel's content because I couldn't download it to stick the age warning message at the beginning of every non-live, that is at the beginning of every non-live video pretty much. Especially any videos involving action figures or Gunpla. And there's going to be some new Gunpla videos at the end of the year and maybe into the new year. Gunpla content is something that I actually don't mind doing. Ooh, that's a problem. Ooh, ouch. That is definitely a problem. Hey, he's down too. Ow. Stop killing my Castellan. I like my Castellan. It's like finally we get to act. So I'm just going to come over to here. Grab cognition. Remove it so that I can get as far away from danger as possible. No Castellan damage. Just damage him. 2 damage. Yes! Hit him! Hit him good! But yeah. While raging content can be profitable, it's why you'll see a lot of influencers online succumbing to rage bait content and doing endless rage bait stuff, like, you know, everyone who isn't really a Warhammer fan milking the Custodes drama around there being female Custodes. It's like, yeah, it's a law change. It is badly implemented, could have really been done with being implemented back during the Black Books, days of the Black Books, but much earlier on in the Horus Heresy saga, or Horus Heresy book series. But it's there now. But like, do I want to do that? Yes, I do. Yes! Deal damage to him before he gets to hit you. Oof. But yeah, it's just toxic to make. Like, it's unpleasant to be that to always be angry when you're doing content. I'd much rather do content on things I enjoy. Now, there will be some Horus Heresy related videos happening by virtue of the fact that some Horus Heresy models are useful in what were originally 40k models and remain of interest to me for 40k, for use in 40k, namely Melkador chassis stuff. I'm annoyed about Legends, about things being shifted to Legends that GW put out in plastic. That's just silly. And I, want to run a Melkador Vanquisher in 40k because that just sounds fun. But like, it just doesn't feel good to make rage bait content. Now, I will throw out criticisms where they're deserved most of the time. Admittedly, I have been hesitant occasionally to talk about things that I have a conflict of interest with, such as, conventions. If something kind of bad has happened, I might have talked about it before becoming a sponsor with them, or before having them as a sponsor, but haven't so much afterwards. But that was something I talked about back in June, so I'm not going to bring it up again. Oh, yeah, let's get him out here and then have the castle and just dunk on him. Let's buff the castle into all heck. Do I want to just buff the Castellan again? Yes, let's just see if I can stack as much damage on this Castellan as I can, and then have him immolate that thing. So if I can get rid of it... Ooh, he mad. He's mad. But I couldn't do any damage to him at range, so I can at least try in melee. I say try, because, well, you look at how tough he is. And just look how much damage he does. But yeah, for the final episode of this series, I'm going to need to have the Dagoth Earth soundboard up, because I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What is it? Fun and amusing arrogance, or some such. Immolate it. Yes. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Hello there. Three damage. Cool. No cognition. Got cognition. You still don't have enough cognition to fire. Got cognition. Now, move up to there. And open up on it. And that didn't take him down. That's unfortunate. Now, Charge for the Omnissiah! Smack. So much for his shield. Now, let's get rid of him. Now, what are the Necrons? Still a threat. Let's just move over to here. I really shouldn't have taken this one's cognition. Oh, okay. Let's go to here and grab cognition from this. This won't end him, but it will certainly do some damage. And be annoying to deal with. And I don't feel like running at him, so yeah. Now. Ow. Ooh, he's in trouble. Let's get rid of him. Yeah, let's just move up to here and get rid of that. Now, he damaged the one tech priest who actually can heal himself, so let's, you know, heal himself. Let's find out what stats you have. Okay then. That is something that I can work with, but is annoying. Now, let's see if I can take you out. Yes! And that's the fight. Is that the final battle of this map? I think it is. Of this mission. Yes, it is. Pardon the screaming hardware there. The target stele takes up one entire wall of a huge chamber. It depicts Necron victories, along with countless atrocities inflicted on conquered Xenos. The cohort places explosive charges that rip it from the wall and smash it into thousands of shards. The hallucinations surrounding the stele cease, and the area becomes a little more bearable for the Skitari to operate in. My Skitari are most grateful. Those inscriptions have been destroyed, Magos. Everyone stationed near them was suffering from the effects. I am returning regret and concern that we did not understand more about the mechanism. That we do not understand more about the mechanisms by which such psychological effects were created. If deliberate, they suggest the Necrons possess knowledge of human physiology and neurology. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about them. About the how. I'm just glad the damned thing is gone. Indeed. Now, how far up did the alertness level go? 1, so we're up to 97. Hey, the profitable side, we've got plenty of blackstone. let's just upgrade you a little more. Let's see what the randomizer does. Cool. Pardon me. Pardon me. Maybe it's just that it's too cold in here. Cool down, and I am just going to stick the Gauss Gamma on. It's a good weapon. But now let's just allocate some points into someone else. Do you need any more weaponry? Anyone running a tier 2 on their side, on their mechadendrites? Oh, I thought that required more. Cool. Let's just grab that. I know I probably should give him some medical mechadendrites, but you know, I'm gonna just keep him being able to do some stuff. So who else needs some leveling? The medical trooper could probably do with more. But wait, no, wrong one. Let's just. You've got that. Do I want to give you anything else? You do have the. Yes, you do. Okay, let's just... Okay then. And no one can actually benefit from anything. Oh well. So, I think I'll save that for the next deployment. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back, well, looking at the time now, tonight, with another episode of probably of this, because I get the feeling maybe December 1 we'll get the announcement of either the release date or the delay. But yeah, it still feels like they're kind of holding off on releasing Mechanicus 2 or announcing its release date until I finish this, so I wonder if they'll update the listing, the announcement, or the listing on Steam to have the release date after I complete the playthrough. That'd be funny. It's like I end the playthrough and they just check Steam and they're like, "Hey, we have now updated the release date." Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will catch you around. Bye.